Hey again, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that conversation with all IoT. Next up is Richard Perry from Lucy Zodion.
Hi,
He
welcome
is
to my talk
over in
as
England
part of
right
the
now,
Teams
and he will
virtual
be sharing
conference.
his screen in a moment
My
to
name's
talk to
Paul,
you
and
about
I'm going to be
unlocking the
talking to you
potential of
today
smart
about
lighting.
mass deployment of LoRaWAN
Richard, I know
devices.
you're online here with us. If you wouldn't mind just giving a quick introduction of yourself to our audience, and then feel free to take it away and share your presentation.
Sure. Yeah. Hi, my name's Richard Perry. I work for a company called Lucy Zodion, based in Yorkshire, and we've been involved with LoRaWAN for a good time now, and we are here to talk to you about smart city lighting and LoRaWAN. Okay, so I want to talk to you about our journey with this particular technology. Like I say, we've been with lighting controls for about 50 years, and over the past 12 years we've been involved in smart street lighting controls with a proprietary solution that we built about 12 years ago, and we have about 500,000 connected light points under that service platform at the moment. About 4 years ago we moved into the LoRaWAN field, seeing that there was a move towards digital transformation in some of the cities and municipalities that we were working with, and this has coincided with a large-scale switch to LED luminaire installation across Europe and the world, and the two sit hand in hand as we go to modernising our street lighting assets. LEDs are well understood technology now, but the challenge really facing most of the local authorities are the change to digital transformation, and with LoRaWAN using the technology to enable different solutions as well as the lighting on the same digital platform. So we've been doing some work on this for 3 to 4 years as part of our LoRaWAN deployments, and I wanted to talk to you about a particular use case in Aberdeen in northern Scotland, where we've been installing a large-scale LoRaWAN and street lighting deployment with one of our network partners, Pinnacle Solutions from North Wales. What we want to tell here is that open solutions like LoRaWAN, and particularly for us LoRaWAN, are answers to the red flag problem that is proprietary solutions. Local authorities don't want to be locked into proprietary vendors, and nor do they want to be on single use platforms anymore. It seems that as technology has evolved, that the open networks and the multiple vertical networks are becoming increasingly popular for cities, municipalities across the world. So the Aberdeen Street Lighting Initiative is the first of its kind in Scotland, and it's helping the council there save 60 to 70% of its energy consumption with the deployment of LED luminaires and the smart lighting controls that we're using on the LoRaWAN platform. So, and this runs into hundreds of thousands of sterling pounds worth of saving for a large-scale city like Aberdeen, where there are 32,000 streetlights in total. At the moment, the current project is to deploy 17,000 of these. As they upgrade their LEDs, they will visit each unit and replace the luminaire with a new LED luminaire and a smart lighting controller, which we call a key node. Alongside the hardware technology that we develop and manufacture in the UK, we've also built a smart city platform, which we use to control the lighting product and also to control the different verticals and to monitor the different assets that they may well sit on this kind of platform. It communicates openly via the LoRaWAN, and it ensures a future-proof and it's compatible with various other technologies. Here are some of the images of the hardware that we've deployed on site. The top image is one of our street lighting nodes. It sits on a standard 7-pin NEMA base, which is a North American standard widely adopted in UK, Australasia, North America, and parts of Europe. And on the right-hand side there, you can see a street lighting pole with a LoRa gateway mounted on it. In Aberdeen, most of the gateways are mounted on public buildings, some up to 45 meters in height. So we get some excellent range, somewhere between 10 and 15K maximum range for some of the deployments, which makes it an excellent technology for street lighting control and monitoring. This is a little picture of the software, and on the right-hand side, you can see some small green triangles which denote the gateway positions on this particular scheme. Aberdeen's quite an undulating city, and we've used that to our advantage in the network planning. The gateways give us excellent coverage and allow us to penetrate right into the city centre. So any fears about lack of connectivity and signal strength down into downtown Aberdeen are mitigated by the height and the radio planning that was done by the Pinnacle Solutions partner. The green denotes that they are street lighting assigned gateways. The red ones there are gateways assigned for other use. So they're also doing some work on flood monitoring, river flow monitoring, and now waste monitoring in Aberdeen as well, all on the same network server and on the same network LoRaWAN that is deployed across the city. Just to give you an idea of sort of the scale of the deployment, that's the number of connected assets that we have deployed currently. The different colors denote different control profiles. So if you see in the north of the city there, the blue dots, they indicate that those are on a different dimming profile, and this allows the city to control their luminaires differently and allows them to dim and switch as they progress, and allows them to maximize their carbon savings. And this whole deployment for the street lighting particularly is about efficiency gains. Carbon neutrality is an aim for most of the UK cities at the moment for 2025 or 2030, and this kind of technology is hugely helpful in saving swathes of energy as they progress. So some of the benefits that we look at when we're controlling a large number of streetlights like we do, energy consumption. We also manage to monitor voltage, the faults on the streetlights. The GPS position is reported twofold as it's commissioned, and also can be an embedded GPS chip. We can also monitor temperature, not only within the luminaires and the light points, but externally to the node via different technologies. We can monitor the luminaire performance and make sure it's performing under its warranty standards. And we can also map asset data and allows the client to understand the behavior of his street light, not only from a structural point of view, but also from a warranty point of view. And then we also operate a commissioning and registration process as part of this, which is an automated process that allows us to quickly resolve any commissioning issues for these high-speed installations that we see in these occasions. Of course, we all know that LoRaWAN is an open protocol, and the security standards adhered to here. The LoRa Alliance white paper is the bedrock of the security standards that we follow. And what we like about LoRaWAN particularly is its interoperability with new applications, whether they be ours or for third party. But it certainly gives Aberdeen City the choice to add different IoT or smart city solutions onto the same platform. Also, we have a lot of requirement for integration with different software platforms for different asset management requirements for every city that we deal with. And as we know, when we talk to our clients about this kind of technology, we talk about how future-proof it is and the business continuity that allows. Every slice of the LoRaWAN stack is interchangeable commercially and technically, and this gives the end user some real feel of benefit as they know they aren't solely trading with one company or solely reliant on one organization for all its IoT and connectivity needs. And we're part of something called a Talk Consortium, which is a data protocol as well. And that allows us to make sure that our software platform is interchangeable with different devices as well, and to make sure that our nodes can sit on other people's software as well if we're not the chosen software platform, for example. So we're trying to cover all bases with our openness and interoperability, and that also allows us to give some future benefits to all of our customers. And that probably sums up the small talk about Aberdeen. And if there's any questions, now would be a good time.
Yeah, that's great, Richard. Thanks so much. Do you want to unshare your screen so you can, so everybody can see the awesome guitars you have in the background and that bear with the LoRa hat?
Yeah, I've done that. Hopefully that's better now, is it?
Let's see. Let's give it a second. It looks like I'm still seeing the RP, but I don't want to waste time. So while you're trying to figure that out, let me ask a couple questions that came through. One is, how many gateways were used for the Aberdeen project, and what type of gateways were used?
Well, that's a bit of a moving feast. We started off with about 6 gateways. They're multi-tech IP67 sort of outdoor gateways, and we expect that may rise to maybe 15 to 19 gateways in the near future as we deploy more nodes. So it depends on the size of the project, really.
Gotcha. Okay. Next question was, do products that you guys offer support Indian frequency band?
Yes, they do. There's a little bit of change to the duty cycle, I think, to achieve that. But and I think there's a small frequency change as well for the chipset. But some of the chips we're using are configurable at manufacturer level. So yeah.
Great. Another question is it integrated with the GIS platform and available for AU 915?
Yeah, we do a 915 version for Australia and New Zealand, and we also do it in sort of different mounting hardware flavors. We can do it in 7-pin, or we can do it in the new Zaga format, which is a new DC low voltage format. But yeah, we do try and get into Australasia as well.
Great. Those are all the questions that came through. One thing I thought about was, I know we got to wrap up here in a minute, but I've had conversations with other companies involved in the smart lighting space, and being able to attach something. Oh, there we go. There we are. Attach something like LoRa Gateway to something as high up as a light pole. You actually be able to create hubs for different use cases that the city will then be able to deploy, which is obviously one benefit of LoRa in general, being able to run multiple use cases on the technology. But have you kind of what other use cases have been discussed through your interactions with, let's say, with Aberdeen, being able to kind of utilize those light poles as kind of hubs, if you will, for additional use cases outside of just a lighting project?
So some of the bigger use cases that are sort of global are monitoring road surface temperature for winter maintenance in the colder climes, and even monitoring road surface temperature in warm climates where you see sort of road buckling. Air quality is a big topic at the moment. We're seeing LoRaWAN used for people monitoring and traffic monitoring as well. And that sort of ties in with street lighting in the way where we call it light where you need it. So activity-based lighting control. So it's sort of dynamic and automated lighting processes.
Very cool. Well, we really appreciate your time, Richard. Thanks again for that presentation, answering those questions, and enjoy the rest of your week. We thank you again.
Okay, thanks very much.